Hello beautiful! I am so happy that you're here and so excited for today's video. We are talking about how to become the luckiest girl in the world. By the time you're done watching this video, you're going to have lucky girl syndrome. I am so excited, so let's go ahead and jump right in. If you are familiar with lucky girl syndrome, you know that it is life-changing. All that it is a transformation in the way that you think and live so that you start receiving a life where everything is working out in your favor, where you are living in such a happy, excited, feminine energy state. I want this for you, my girl. You absolutely deserve this, and the only difference may be that you don't know how to activate it. So today I'm going to activate it in you. The very first thing that we're going to talk about is why it is essential for your life and why it's essential for your feminine energy. What it means is that you believe that you are the luckiest girl in the world, and then you receive that for your life. And why it's so important is because if you want to be in your feminine energy, the state of flow and receiving and feeling good, you have to think about yourself in this way. You have to believe that you are the most special and the most worthy of receiving that. So the very, very first step in becoming the luckiest girl in the world is to learn this, that your thoughts shape your reality. So we're going to kind of have a mini course here. And if you have watched my other videos, you are probably familiar with the term confirmation bias. Confirmation bias, it is a scientific term that says what you receive is because you believed it. So every thought that you have, every belief that you have, you receive exactly that. What it also means is that you unconsciously will reject anything that you do not believe. So an example to show you what I mean. If you believe you will never have a healthy long-term relationship, you will never receive it. Your brain cannot handle it, and it will reject anything that comes close to it. Let's say that you believe you will never have a certain amount of money. Your brain will literally skip over anything that can give you that amount of money because you do not believe it. It's almost as if it's too much for our body to handle when we don't believe something, so we will push it away. That is why I'm starting off with this for this video. You have to understand what confirmation bias is so that you can change your thoughts and change your reality. Something else that I put here is the energy that you carry yourself with will be different depending on your thoughts. So if you believe I'm a confident, beautiful, radiant woman, your shoulders will be back. Naturally, your head will be up tall, your chest will be out. People will feel your energy, and because you're carrying yourself that way, you will attract that to your life. So I have an inner work activity for you, and if you have a piece of paper and a pen with you, you're going to want to pull it out right now. The two questions that you are going to answer. Number one, what have I gained from living the way that I have? All that this means is, what do I like about the dysfunction in my life? For example, let's say that you are feeling broke right now. Let's say you don't feel that you have a lot of money. What do you like about not having a lot of money? Do you like the stress? Do you like the hustle? And what really happens in our body is that when we get so used to living a certain way, we get so used to living in a state of stress, it begins to become pleasurable for your body. Your body seeks it to create more, to release that stress hormone even more. Your body begins to like it. So in this question, answer, why do I like the life that I'm living that is dysfunctional? What am I gaining from it? Maybe you're in a toxic relationship. What do I like about the toxic relationship? How am I benefiting from it? You want to recognize the dysfunction and what your body likes about it. The second question that I want you to answer, how do I want to feel? And you probably knew this was coming. I'm a feminine energy coach. I always talk about the way that you feel, your intuition, your body. It is everything. If you want to be financially free, or if you want to attract a lot of money, you have to know how it would feel to have that amount of money. So what you would actually begin with is, I want to feel safe, I want to feel excited, maybe I want to feel limitless. And you begin to recognize how this feels and feel so good when those feelings are there. That is how you will attract a lot of money. You have to learn what it's like to feel safe, to feel excited, and to feel limitless. Then you attract the money. Most people do this backwards. Maybe they want a healthy relationship. They focus so much, I want a partner, I want a man, I want to be married. Focus on how you want to feel. Maybe you want to feel loved. desired, passionate. Maybe you want to feel devoted. Focus on those feelings, and then you will naturally attract that opportunity or that person to you. So answer these 2 journal questions, and then we will move on to step number 2. Also, if you like these kind of activities where you're doing the inner work, you are going to want to check out my course, Become Your Dream Woman and Master Your Feminine Energy. This is like a little mini part of what is in the course, but my course will take you to a whole other level. So that is available at thefeminineglow.com. So step number 2, how to become the luckiest girl in the world. You have to start being delusional. I know this sounds crazy, but I promise I will explain. So my motto for the year is actually, it's only delusional until it's done. And what this means is that the only reason why you don't have the life that you want is because you are not living in the feminine energy state of flow, creativity, and imagination. There are no rules to life. When I'm coaching my girls and they will say, well, I can't have this amount of money, it would be way too much, or no one in my family has this type of relationship, I don't know if I'm worthy of having it. Who told you that? There are no rules to life. You are the only one that places a rule in your life. There's no rule to what age you have to be to get married, to how much money you're allowed to have, where you're allowed to live in the world. There are no rules. So stop blocking your blessings. You have to understand there's no rules to life, only the ones that you are creating. So an example to kind of show you how this works. So about a year ago, I had this random thought, I want to get paid to go shopping. And this is so random. You girls know I love fashion, I love shopping, but I had this idea, I want to get paid to go shopping. I've never even heard that this is a thing before, didn't know if it was possible, but it was a desire that I had. Guess what I am doing now every single month? I'm working with a company, they are paying me to go shopping and get clothes on their website and then post videos about it. I'm living my dream, and how I did this was I focused on how I wanted to feel. Back to step number 1, I wanted to feel so excited and so alive getting to explore my passion of fashion and getting paid to do it. I wanted to feel secure. I wanted to feel abundant, and I believed it was possible for me. Yes, it was delusional, thinking to get paid to go shopping, but now I'm doing it. Another thing that happened was a while ago I told my family I want to make 6 figures and work less than 4 hours a day. My family thought it was the funniest thing in the world, being in your 20s, making 6 figures, working less than 4 hours a day. Now I'm doing it. This is why I'm telling you this, to help you realize anything you want, it is possible. Be delusional about it and get it done. Focus on how you want to feel and remove any limiting beliefs that are telling you it's not available for you. I also recommend you check out my YouTube video, How to Overcome Your Limiting Beliefs. I'll put it in the description. That is going to help you do more inner work to get there. So the next part that I have here is another activity for you. You are going to go on Pinterest, create a board just for being delusional. Anything that you want in life, your car, your health, your fashion, your dream apartment, your relationship, find pictures that align with this and put it on your board. Excuse me guys, this kombucha always gets me, it's so carbonated. So on this board, put things that are delusional, that represent the desires that you have. I also want to remind you, and I've said this before, any desire that you have in your body, it is there because it is available for you. You do not have that desire for nothing, and it's not popping up because you don't get to have it. You get to have it if it is on your heart. So make this Pinterest board, have fun with it, be creative, live in your imagination, put anything on there that you desire. So the next step that I work here too, or that I wrote here, eliminate any thoughts, any words that don't align with this reality. So for example, stop saying, I'm broke, or I don't have money, or I'll never find my partner. Stop saying that right now. Eliminate these words from your vocabulary unless you actually want that to be a reality. This is something that you're going to have to keep doing a lot of times. You're going to have to catch yourself and say, nope, I'm not claiming this. I get to be delusional. I get to be the luckiest girl in the world. I get to have this desire because it is in my heart. God put it in my heart because I get to have it. Constantly affirm this to yourself. Another part of this too is that people might begin making fun of you. So I posted a TikTok video about how to live a fairy tale life, and a lot of girls said, how do you deal with people who make fun of you for being delusional? What you do is you remind yourself, happy and confident people will never bring you down. The people that are making fun of you are only upset with themselves. One of my favorite quotes in the world is, people don't dislike you for being strong, for being brave, for being delusional even. They actually resent themselves for lacking courage. Has nothing to do with you, everything to do with them. If people are making fun of you for being delusional. Also, why let someone stop yourself from having that reality? Maybe you are attracting these unhappy people because you actually don't believe you get to have this in life. So cut out the excuses that people are making fun of you or asking you why you're so delusional and unrealistic, and get back to how you feel in your body so that you can attract it. So something that I always remind myself of too when I'm struggling with being delusional is literally looking outside on the roads when I am driving. 100 years ago, we would have never thought that it was possible for cars to drive themselves. It would have been considered delusional and unrealistic. Now, what do you see when you look at your car and you're driving? You see cars driving themselves. Anything in this world is only considered delusional until it's done. So step number 3, and this is the last step, probably the most important. Then I'm going to chat with you girls and take some questions. So the last step, you want to carry yourself as the luckiest girl in the world. I'm not telling you exactly the mindset that you're going to have. So this goes back to point number 1. How you feel determines what you attract to you. If you feel you are the luckiest girl in the world, you will attract and pull people to you that confirm that reality. So people will treat you as the luckiest girl in the world when you carry yourself with the energy of, I'm used to being lucky, everyone treats me well. People naturally draw that energy to you because you carry yourself in that manner. And I have 2 activities for you to start doing this. The first one, if you have followed my channel, you know what I'm about to say. When you are walking into a building and there is a man next to you, you do not touch the door handle. What you are going to do is get into your body, remind yourself, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Men are always helping me, respecting me, sending me love. And it's not just men, it's women too, but we're using men for this example. Men are always treating me so well. They're always treating me like such a lady. When you walk to that door in this energy, I promise you that man will open up the door for you and wait for you to go in. He can feel your magnetic, radiant energy. This is such a cool activity to start to make this your belief and make it your reality. Carry yourself as the woman who men always treat well, and you will attract gentlemen. You will attract men that are in their masculine energies. The second activity that I have for you, you are going to go to a grocery store, go out and get some food, and imagine you are the luckiest girl in the world. Give yourself the affirmation again. Life is always working out for me. I'm always feeling good. People are always treating me so well. It is so crazy what will happen to you in just the grocery store. So this is what I've experienced. To give you an example, people at the cash register working will randomly find coupons. They will say something like, oh, well, here's $5 off, or here's a $10 off coupon. I just had this and it was laying around. People will randomly have me go in front in line when I am looking for literally my favorite food in the world. It is a plantain. I love putting them in the air fryer and cooking them. You guys can go and see my what I eat in a day videos if you want some recipes. Every single time I go to the grocery store, I get these plantains and they're in the fruit aisle. Sometimes they're out of stock. And when I see that, I will look around, I will find someone who's working there and say, is it possible that you have any more plantains? They will immediately get up and go and find some in the back. Sometimes I don't even have to say anything. I will just look at the empty rack. Someone will come up and say, I think we have some in the back. Let me go and grab them. I firmly believe it is because I carry myself in that energy. Life is always working out for me. I am always so lucky. I'm always so blessed by God. And because that is my thought, it becomes my reality. So go to the grocery store and start experimenting with this. All right. So something to note too is you can only receive what you are an energetic match for. God is not going to send you a healthy, loving partner if you are not that partner yourself. You will not be able to hold that in your life because it doesn't feel right for your body. You have to become the woman who is very wealthy. You have to feel that you are that very successful entrepreneur if you want that to be your reality. So carry yourself in the energy that you want to match, and then God will send that to you. So something else too is, something that I wanted to put is, if you think that I'm not lucky, your eyes will literally be closed to the blessing that is in front of you. And again, this goes back to that first point about confirmation bias. You won't see it. Think about when you are on the road driving and you think about a red car. You will immediately see the red cars all around you. But then you will have completely missed all of the blue cars because your mind was not focused on it. That is how confirmation bias works. You carry yourself as that woman who feels she is the most beautiful, the most magnetic, radiant, sexy, powerful, feminine woman, and you will become the luckiest girl in the world. I could just keep talking about this all day with you, but I want to answer some of your questions. So another part two here is, my girls, if you have joined my course but you're not in the Facebook group, make sure you're a part of the Facebook group. There is so much happening in there that will absolutely fill you up. I definitely want you in there. And it's a safe place for you to ask me any questions so that you don't have to email me or don't have to do a coaching session. So make sure if you're a part of my course that you're also in the Facebook group. Also, I need to put down my kombucha for this. I am so extremely grateful for every single one of you. We are almost at 100,000 subscribers. I cannot stop smiling and being so happy every single day because this journey has been absolutely amazing because of you. I'm so happy for the point that we've gotten, and every single one of you that is a part of this community, I'm really, really grateful that you're here. The questions that you ask, the love that you share, it's so overwhelming, and I'm so extremely grateful. I love every single one of you. Thank you for being here and being on this journey. I'm so happy to have you in the community. Also, something that I don't think I ever told you is, in high school, we had the senior superlatives, like who is most likely to be president, all this kind of stuff. I was voted most likely to become a YouTuber and also the best dressed, and now that is exactly what I am doing. I'm teaching girls on YouTube how to carry themselves, how to put effort into their appearance and become the best version of themselves. So what I want to tell you, go back to what it was that you were doing when you were younger, when you were a kid, when you were a teenager. When you connect back to that passion, you will start living in your purpose. So that's all. Now I'm going to finally take some of your guys' questions and chat with you for a bit. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Maya. Congratulations. Thank you so much, my girls. You have that energy and charisma. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. I get so energized on Fridays. Okay. Ooh, this is a good question. My mom forbid relationships in my teen years, so now I don't feel worthy of a relationship. Any tips? Yes, so what you're going to want to do is write out this belief that you have, that relationships are bad, that relationships are forbidden, and then underneath, ask yourself if you still want to claim this as a reality. This is your choice, how you feel about relationships now. When you are a kid and you're influenced by your parents, that is different, but you decide how you feel now. Do you want to claim that as your belief? And if you don't, write down what you do want as your new belief. Write down your desires, write down how you want to feel about relationships, and every time that thought pops up that relationships are evil or forbidden or not good, ask yourself, who told me this? And do I still choose to claim this as my belief? Relationships, they are the most beautiful parts of our lives. Our romantic, our platonic, our family relationships. You deserve to have a very healthy, a very fulfilling one. So don't stop yourself from receiving that. Okay. Number one tip for being in your soft feminine. Ooh, this is such a good question. So many things come to my mind, it's so hard to pick just one. Okay, you know what I'm going to say for this? The number one tip to be in your soft feminine energy is to learn how to receive others with love. Learn how to respond rather than react when you're triggered. Let's say that someone does something that upsets you or that makes you mad. You want to learn to look at them from a place of love. And how I do this is I literally imagine that they are a little kid. when I see that someone is speaking to me from unhealed trauma and pain from a younger version of themselves, I have empathy and love for them. When this is my mindset, I do not get triggered anymore. So the excuse of, I live in a toxic environment with my family or I have toxic friends, either detach and do not associate with them anymore, or lean back and look at them from a place of love. Understand that they are going through something, it has nothing to do with you. When this is the energy that you have, your energy becomes so soft, so feminine, so loving. You're not getting triggered and constantly in that wounded feminine energy state. Life is flowing and you do not get bothered by the situations and by the people that come up. Ruby, yes, this video will be up on YouTube, girl. Okay. So how do I get my man to get out of his feminine energy? I feel like I'm always big spoon doing things. Leslie, you have to begin to lean back and get into your feminine energy. So there's two things that I want to say here. Number one is you want to learn how to be in your feminine energy. And number two, you have to see if he has potential to be in his masculine energy. A lot of girls blame themselves. My man is in his feminine energy. I must be doing something wrong. Here's the thing. The masculine leads the feminine, not the other way around. Some men are not capable of being in their masculine energies fully. Do not take that personally. What you can do is lean back more in your feminine energy and refuse to lean forward. Refuse to step up and be the big spoon. So what you're going to do is start to pull back some of that energy when you've been giving, when you've been pursuing. Get back to yourself and say, nope, I love feeling good in my feminine energy. I love feeling my man's masculine energy. A lot of the times as women, we take away the opportunity for our man to even be in his masculine energy because we're always doing, we're always giving. Learn to lean back, get in your feminine energy, and see how he responds. Okay. Where's your top from? Oh my gosh, I totally meant to tell you guys this too. So you guys are always asking, where do I get my clothes from? So I'm gonna try to start saying where my outfit is from in all the videos. This outfit right here is from Revolve, and I have the link for it in the YouTube description if you're watching it there. But in my Revolve link, most of my outfits that I wear on YouTube are from Revolve because I'm a partner with them, and you can go and find the exact outfits that I'm wearing in that link. Oh, okay. So tips on how to bounce back after a negative experience. Good question. Okay. So the other day I had a point where I felt like I was in a rut. It didn't have anything to do with my period. It didn't have anything to do with my relationships. I just felt so low. Like I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You know what I did is I meditated. And this is something I'm getting more and more into. I believe in the power of meditating because here's what happened for me. I went into a dark room, put on, I think I searched on YouTube, meditation to release blocked emotion. And I sat there for 10 minutes, just super calm, and I let everything come to the surface that was actually being buried down below. And what I had was actually a feeling of guilt and a feeling of anxiety and worry about how I had been treating a family member in the past. There were some that I wasn't giving my full effort and investment to, and feelings of guilt started coming up. This is when I snapped out of that negative emotion. It's because I realized deep down, what was it that was pulling me down? It was a feeling of shame, of not being my best. So from that moment, I went and started showing up fully with this family member, and it's changed everything. Sometimes there's something simple that you are doing in life that your body knows you are not showing up fully, and it will feel like a negative emotion. You will feel low. You will feel just not good about yourself. There's something buried beneath. So I recommend meditating. Something that I do too, if I'm just feeling in a funk, I will try to clean up my diet. I will nourish my body because that always uplifts my mood, and I will dance. I love Latin dancing. Latin dancing, it always just brings out my feminine energy again. It makes me feel so good. So that's what I recommend after a negative experience. Oh, my girls, thank you guys so much for all the gifts. So much of you just sent them. Okay. I've gained weight and none of my clothes fit anymore. It's so hard to love myself. So, Laura, why does your weight have anything to do with how you feel about yourself? Unless you know that you are not doing the best to care for your body, then you are going to feel that your self-love is not at its fullest. What I also want to tell you, girl, it is never too late to change your life around and to decide I get to have a healthy body. The way that your clothes fit, the number on the scale has nothing to do with how beautiful you are, with how healthy you are. You have to decide what it is that makes you feel your best. What is your best body? What is your best time in the gym? What is your best diet? Whatever makes you feel the healthiest, the strongest, and the most alive, that is what's best for you. It's not how your clothes fit. We constantly are growing and our bodies are changing and evolving. So do not base your self-worth on that. Do, however, look at how you are treating your body, how you are nourishing your body. It is never too late, like I said, to start nourishing your body the best that it can be. Maybe you decide to go for some walks or to nourish your body with more healthy food. Maybe you do this and then you go and get a new wardrobe that fits with that new body that you have nourished so well. Okay. Ooh, what should I do about a narcissistic ex spreading false narratives about me and the breakup? Ooh, okay, narcissists are something else. So I had a very, very narcissistic close family member. They're no longer a part of my life, and I can completely understand with what you're saying. What you have to do, and this is what I did, is to learn to let go of the opinions of others. Because here's the reality. Your character will always stand. If you are consistent in all of your relationships, you show up the most positive, the most loving, the most genuine, people will see that. If someone else, this narcissistic ex, is gossiping about you, people are going to see right through that because your character has always been consistent. The opinions do not matter of other people. You live your life fully, you let go. Understand too, when someone is gossiping, it's automatically a low vibration. So whoever they're gossiping to, they're really just sending them negative energy. You choose to instead send positive energy and get into the energy of I am showing up fully and other people are going to see this. So sorry they had to go through that, girl. I know what that's like, having a narcissistic person in your life. Okay. Ooh, Leslie, oh no, I lost your question. I started this new era in my life in February. So excited to see where I am in a year. Yes, girl, Leslie. Let me even tell you, girl, let's see where you are in 6 months, because 6 months ago is when I started posting this content on YouTube, and now my life has completely changed. So whatever you are doing right now, see where it's actually at in 6 months. It will be double that in a year. So welcome to this new era, girl. I love this for you. Okay guys, I'm gonna take one more question, then I've gotta go. How do I attract a romantic relationship? I've never dated before and I don't want to chase anymore. Yes, decide you're no longer going to pursue a man ever. You get to be in your feminine energy. What I'm gonna recommend for you, girl, and I tell this to everyone, start living life as if you are already in that romantic relationship. When you live at that vibration, again, we talked about this earlier, you only receive what you are an energetic match for. When you are in the energy of, I am a woman who is already in a great, loving, fulfilling relationship, you attract it to you. It's like a magnet. So start dressing up cute, start wearing the cute pajamas to bed as if you're in that relationship with your man, start setting time aside to go on dates, start planning and living as if you're in that relationship. That's how you will attract it to you. And always continue leveling up and doing your inner work too. Work on yourself, heal, grow, expand your mind so that you can be ready to receive an even healthier, more divine masculine man. Oh, I see so many amazing questions coming in, but I've got to go, my girls. Thank you guys so much for being here and all of your beautiful energy and questions. Please let me know any video ideas that you would like to see in the comments, and I will see you soon. Bye.